I know I've been making videos way too much lately, but this is just getting a lot of control. People are bitching and moaning as normal NASCAR fans do these days because they're never satisfied with anything that's happening within the sport. So all of it just came to fruition after Chase won on Sunday. And NASCAR posted something saying Chase could be the championship 4 favorite to go to Homestead. Like, okay, that's a reasonable thing to say, because one, he has history of almost making it to Homestead last season. People seem to forget he had 4 runner-up finishes and a very strong run into the playoffs last season. Second best car next to Martin Truex, who won the championship. Came close to winning at Martinsville and Phoenix. So people are like, he wins 2 races this year, and people think he's like the next Jeff Gordon. He's gonna be like it's championship and this and that. I'm like, people, think before you speak or comment or whatever, post on Twitter. People think it's like the most unreasonable, outlandish thing that NASCAR is saying could be a favorite for the championship for. I'm like, why wouldn't he? He's finally getting those chances that he lost at winning his first 2 seasons, and now that he's closing races out and being aggressive and just taking chances, the whole team fires off so well in the playoffs. I don't know what it is, but they just fire off so well in the playoffs. He's like the one that has the best average within the playoffs. So, and the young drivers are starting to come up a bit. Blaney won last week, the week before, and now Chase this week. And they're saying the big 3, which haven't really been the big 3 lately since only one of them has won in the playoffs. So, I won't be calling it the big 3 anymore since they haven't really done anything. So, anyway. So people think it's like this most horrible thing that NASCAR is saying he could be a favorite to be in the Final 4 at Homestead. Did you guys not watch last season's playoff run he did? Pretty sure he was second best car in the entire playoffs. Almost won twice. And he won twice this year, which no one really... I feel like no one expected that to happen. And I feel like from here on out, all the tracks that are coming up, he's great at. He's really good at Talladega, Kansas, Texas, Martinsville, and Phoenix. And he got top 5 at Homestead. He has a shot. Even Chase himself says, I don't know why we can't make a shot at, make a run at this, because our team is just as good as anybody's. I don't think he would really say that, but I think his team is just as good as anybody. People are counting out all Chevys because they haven't really performed this year, but realize, when I said second half of the season, watch out for the Chevys. And look what happened. Chase, only one other Chevy has won this year, and that's Chase. It's been Austin Dillon at 500, and then Chase at Watkins Glen, and then Chase again this past weekend at Dover. He got redemption from last year. So, I don't understand why people think he does not have a shot at this. He, out of everyone, I feel like in the playoffs right now, has an excellent shot of going to the Homestead. I really do. They kept saying Larson would be the one to go, but he has yet to show in the playoffs since 2016 that he can't function well in the playoffs. He's either like burnout engine, wrecked, or just had some kind of stupid issue. He just hasn't hasn't won a race this season, and they're like, he's the favorite, and this and that. Hasn't done anything. He hasn't won. How is he a favorite when he hasn't won this season? I get he has career win, like 5 career wins, but he hasn't won since Richmond of last season. And it's the only like other track besides Michigan and that he's won at, or whatever track he's actually won at in California. It's just so annoying that people don't give him a chance. It's just, I think feel like these people are either Toyota fans or just people who just search to hate or just being negative towards him just for the sure thrill that a lot of people don't like him just because of who he is. People, again, keep assuming he's the spoiled little rich kid spoiled brat who has done nothing to earn his way up to the Cup Series and had everything handed to him, when that's not a true statement. Yes, his dad has been involved in his racing since he was 8. Go-karting up to this and that, but his dad didn't just like handing over cars and be like, here you go. And he didn't buy his way up to the Cup Series. He earned his way up with his hard work. Some people don't realize that he almost didn't have a sponsorship for the Xfinity Series for his rookie season. So his career was really up in the air, and you never know what would have happened. He could have not been in the Cup Series now, for the love of God. But Napa came through at the last minute, and here we are. He's got signed by Hendrick at 14. Hendrick took a chance on him, and he went through the ranks of the developmental program through Hendrick, and he proved himself. He did K&N Truck Series. He's won a couple Truck Series races, and I have his his Martinsville Truck Series win from last year. So he's proved in the Xfinity Series he's a champion of that series in his rookie season. 4 wins in the and he's just a proven winner. He proved himself all the way up. Nothing came easy with his career. Like, yes, he's Bill Elliott's son, but there was a video like after he won his first race, like showed like a clip of him when he was like really young, like he was a teen, like early teens, saying, "You might know who my dad is, but I'm here to make a name for myself." He's like, he's here for himself, not to be like, "Oh, I'm Bill Elliott's son, I can do whatever I want." No. He's not one of those kids who just lays back on their daddy's names just to get to the top. No, he fought and clawed his way to the top, earned his place in the Cup Series, just like anyone else, like any other young drivers now. Blaney earned his spot. Bowman earned his spot. People don't realize Bowman came from nothing. He almost quit racing altogether, but Junior, revived his career, and now he's in the Cup Series in the 88 car. And people still think he doesn't deserve to be in that ride, but he's shown that he has. He's in the playoffs for the first time in his career in the Cup Series in top-tier equipment. People may like shut him out as the dark horse, which is fine. I love underdogs. That's why I root for them in every single sport. With the Chargers, with the Padres, people think they're the underdogs of this of their respective leagues and series, whatever. But as I was saying, Chase's career didn't go as easy as people may think. Just like with Dale, people assumed Dale just had everything handed to him because his dad was the Dale Earnhardt, the Intimidator, Mr. 7-time champion, and that's not the case. He made all his kids work on their cars and work their asses off to get to where they are now. Dale worked for everything he has now. He got to the Cup Series, yes, with a little bit of help here and there from his dad, but he worked his way up basically on his own. So you can't say he was handed shit and laying on his daddy's name. So anyway, back to what I was saying about the Championship 4. Chase has just as good a shot as anyone in the playoffs right now. Anyone in the top 8 right now has its fair game. Yes, Chase locked himself into the next round. He has a good shot at making it to Homestead. He had a good shot last year. So to say it's ridiculous that they're saying he could be a favorite makes you ridiculous. I'm sorry, but it makes you ridiculous to think he's not a favorite. I may be biased, but I see his talent. I see his potential. Mr. Hendrick does. Jeff Gordon does. His fans don't think he's God and he's next Jeff Gordon. He's just trying to be himself and make a name for himself in the Cup Series. He's going to win a lot of races, and he's proved the haters wrong twice now that he is able to win. Because they said at one point he's not capable of winning. He has not the mindset to do it. So, 3 seasons in, 3 playoff runs. And I believe, and pretty much the entire sport believed, he could most likely make it to the Championship 4 and fight with Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick and maybe Truex if he makes it through this round. So, because he's not very good. Truex is not good at Talladega. Let's just say that now. He has not won at Talladega once. Right now we're fighting for that win against the Penske guys because they have won a lot at Talladega. So, we could be people would think he's the dark horse of the Championship 4. They would be like, he's just no chance, but realize this kid can wheel a car. Anything he drives, he can win in. He's won in K&N Pro Series, he's won the trucks, Xfinity, and now in Cup. So he's a proven winner, proven champion of Xfinity. So to say he's not any kind of favorite is ridiculous. So rethink. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say about that, because it irritates the crap out of me that people don't give him credit where it's due. The whole sport who likes him, but if you're not a fan of him, that's fine, but respect his talent. No, he could make it all the way. He could. If he had the run like he did last year, which he kind of is right now, but just not with the runner-up positions. Now he has 2 wins. He has a shot over anyone else in that, just like anyone else in the top 8 right now. So, there you go. Have a good day.